The elegance of professional wrestling here. 2:30 of hot and flirty and perfection personified. And you are watching Geeks with Issues.
Hey, true believers, welcome to yet another exciting episode of Geeks with Issues 20XX, brought to you from the virtual basement of dreams here at the Gateway Collaborative Media Studios in North Adams, Massachusetts. We have a scintillating episode for you, but before we begin, allow me to introduce to you your geeks. To my far right and your far left, the master of games, Andy.
Hi, over here. Yes, that's me.
In the middle, our chief technologist, Ogre. And I, your friendly neighborhood geek master, am Tuck. So, Andy, you've got a new vehicular experience that inspired you to ask us a question about min-maxing.
Yes, so I had until recently been driving a 2011 Honda Civic, and I got a much newer car, one that for the first time in my life has, a sort of like tablet display thing, and it keeps track of a bunch of stuff, including my gas miles per gallon per trip.
Oh, very nice.
So I've been able to compare like my daily commute to work versus here, and I'm getting like it's a Toyota Corolla now, but it's getting like 35 miles per gallon on the way to work, and then like 50 miles per gallon on the way here to North Adams. And so I've been like, it's been able to tell me like when I'm in sort of like eco mode, when I'm using the internal combustion engine within the right range to give it optimal performance. And I've been trying to sort of min-max my miles per gallon and not accelerate too quickly from stops and stuff like that. And it led me to wonder, what are the things that my fellow geeks min-max in their daily life? Do you try to maximize the number of shopping bags you carry and minimize the number of trips to and from the car? Do you are you trying to maximize your 401k? Are you trying to what else? What are you trying to min-max? Or speed run in your daily life? What daily tasks are you trying to get done as efficiently as possible?
So let me start this by saying that Mario Kart and GPS have ruined people's ability to function like normal drivers. Because regularly I hear the comment that the time of arrival is not the time of arrival, it's the time to beat.
Oh, yeah.
The
urge to gamify is strong and can sometimes override safety concerns.
It certainly can.
If it gives you a position where you're at in the race too, that's going to be a challenge.
Yes. Yeah, like one of those games where you're racing the ghost of your past runs.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
I think Waze did some interesting things where it showed you the other people using Waze on the road, but it also very much resembled, once again, the Mario Kart race map.
Yep.
Showing you where your opponents were.
Makes you wish you had some blue shells. And
yes, that's right.
Oh, goodness. For me, there's an aspect of min-maxing that I use on occasion. It's so implementing and introducing inconsistencies to explore alternate ways of optimizing systems is one of the ways that I go through and optimize. Like I'll go there and rearrange how I put the dishes in the dishwasher to see if I can figure out a better way. Take a different route to a different location, A, to learn the new route, and B, is this faster? Is it better? Are there as many goblins stopping me at red lights as the rest of
try all the side quests, all the different dialogue options.
That's right.
Try them all to see if there is an optimal way.
Sure.
And usually it's the same. This is the weird thing. Usually the different ways still get me there in about the same time.
Yeah.
Same with, you mentioned 401k. That's its own financial mess, but it's honestly, it's very easy to be like, okay, what are the optimal investments to grow this particular nest egg as far as I can? So research and so many side quests later to try to get a cutscene somewhere would be nice.
I You mentioned carrying grocery bags and trying to make as few
Yes.
trips as possible.
Yes.
I printed a set of grocery bag handles.
Oh, okay. 3D printed?
Yes. So that I could maximize the number of
There you
grocery
go.
bags I could carry.
There you go.
Because the plastic...
Without cutting your arms in
Right.
half.
The plastic digs into your hands and arms.
Yeah.
But if you've got them attached to ergonomic handles, you can handle actually the weight of the bags instead of...
So you're saying it's a matter of grip, not a matter of weight ratio?
Yeah, apparently.
Don't just grip it by the husk.
My favorite 3D printed version of that are Hulk hands with hooks on the bottom, and you just load them up, or you have people load you up, and you just walk in the house.
Yeah, the Hulk hands make you feel strong.
Oh yeah.
I wish I had found those before I printed the other handles. Those would have been so much better. Speaking of cinematic universes, Ogre wanted to touch upon food and food as it's experienced in films and things of that nature. Ogre, tell us a little bit about your inspiration for this one.
Yeah, I was flipping through my the Geeky Chef Cookbook recently and decided to try my hand at the Big Kahuna Burger from Pulp Fiction. It was delightfully odd. It has pineapple and bacon in the burger meat, which is a new take. But have you ever purchased or made any unique foods featured in a movie, and what was it?
Back when the Hobbit movies were in theaters, Denny's had a thing called Second Breakfast, where they had a bunch of Hobbit-themed breakfast entrees. And a lot of them were just sort of reflavored or renamed versions of some stuff that they already had. A lot of them weren't too substantially different from regular Denny's food, which is great second breakfast food. I'm not trying to knock Denny's. I'm also not trying to get paid by them, although if you want to sponsor us. But one thing that they did have that was really interesting was a French toast, but it was made with a lemon poppy seed cake. It was then French toast battered, and that was really, really good. That wasn't necessarily something that they actually ate in the Hobbit movies or books necessarily, but when my girlfriend at the time and we were going to see the Hobbit movies, we'd go to Denny's first and then go see the Hobbit movie, and we did that 3 times in a row when those movies were in theaters, and that was a fun experience to just have a second breakfast. Because I like breakfast food anytime, but having it Hobbit themed was fun, and that lemon poppy seed French toast was very good.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
See, this one challenged me because I've done gaming meals where had everybody over to play an RPG, and all of the food was themed off of the RPG that we were playing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can't legitimately think of a film food that I've had. I have to have it. It feels like I have to have had it at some point.
Yeah. Ogre, have you had any?
I mean, other than your Kahuna Burger.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm spoiled. I got this cookbook that lets me, if you can see it, the Geeky Chef Cookbook. It's got everything from lambus bread to Soylent Green in it. So,
non-authentic
it's
Soylent Green, I presume.
Yeah, I hope that's ethically
well,
sourced.
I'm only going to go on that page when it's the end times, and we have to survive. So,
I did have a food that was based on RPG that I played. One character. This was like a post-apocalyptic game. One character was basically like living on like, soda and Doritos and Twinkies and stuff like that, and they had run out of them, and so they were looking for Twinkies, and we're in this town called Minka or Minky or something like that, and they were trying to describe how to make a Twinkie, and the people of Minka made what we called a Minky, which was a cornbread with like goat cheese, sort of like sour cream in the middle.
Interesting.
And then one of the players or the DM actually, like on a future game, made Minkies for us to eat. So it was something that was sort of invented and told of in the role playing game, and then we actually ate it, a month or two later.
That's very cool.
Some other ones that I've had, like from the Harry Potter universe, you can get things like chocolate frogs and Barty's every flavor beans. Barty's? I forget the name. There I haven't Harry Potter in a long time, but yeah, the franchises like that tend to have those types of products come out, especially large ones like that. Blue milk from Star Wars would be interesting. I'd try that.
Yeah.
Or Romulan ale, anything blue.
I know that they've produced a number of Star Trek themed spirits. And speaking of which, it occurs to me that I have had a variety of butterbeer, which it's butterscotch soda. It's tasty.
Yeah, I guess I've had Gobstoppers, like the Willy Wonka,
That's
nerds.
fair.
So like that is from a movie.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
That spawned a brand of snacks that are just like on the shelves.
Willy Wonka candy bars, Willy Wonka,
Wonka bars, and
bars. Normal stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we've taken ourselves back to those times that we have had geeky snack foods and geeky meals. Now we're going to take ourselves back to the times that we were kids and playing on arcade machines. And we're going to do so through the lens of the Tyler Street Arcade as Trevor continues his journey from the basement down in Pittsfield. Let's take a look at part 2.
Welcome back to Journey from the Basement. Last time, we introduced you to Tyler Street Arcade in Pittsfield and got a glimpse at the vision behind this amazing community space. Today, we're picking up right where we left off. We've still got more games to check out and more stories to hear. This arcade is creating a place where people of all ages can come together, have fun, and make lasting memories. So let's jump back in and continue our visit to Tyler Street Arcade.
It's tough times now for parents to be able to afford extra expenditures on, frivolous things that doesn't mean anything. Just because everybody's going through it, the recession, the economy, and that kind of stuff. So we've kept our prices very low, and your odds of winning very high.
Right.
That way, we're not here to make $1 million. You know what I mean?
Right.
If we could pay our payroll, some food on the table, we're happy. But our main priority is just providing a safe place for the community, especially in a neighborhood.
Yeah. Any place where a kid is safe to make memories like we had growing up.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, parents drop off their kids and come back in an hour. They go to dinner and do night and stuff, you know what I mean? Well, this is my parents said they were doing.
Yeah.
You know.
So the last question I would have for you, is there anything that people would be surprised that you're a geek about? I'll ask that again since a motorcycle went by. 1 second.
Yeah.
The last question I would have for you is, would anyone be surprised about anything that you're a geek about? I'll give you an example. I'm weird about architecture. I'm an architecture geek, but you might not know that. Looking at me, just thinking I'm a gamer, Pokemon geek or something like that. Anything like that you have?
I'm really big into card hobby.
Okay.
High-end collectibles.
Okay.
High-end cards, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Not to make a profit, but just to say I have one.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I love baseball. Baseball's I've been involved in baseball since.
So a bit of a sports geek.
Yeah,
Very
because
cool.
I mean, I guess you could get that from me.
Yeah.
But the fact that I'll go spend $200 on a piece of cardboard,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? So.
Plenty of people watching can share that same thing with you, man. Me included. There's been many times that the person behind the camera and I have had to have a conversation about maybe slowing down about that. Yeah.
I don't understand Pokemon at all. I don't care to. I know it's big,
Yeah.
but I just don't understand it.
So what's yours? Are you a Magic guy?
No,
No?
I'm just
Sports?
sports.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
I know.
sports and like sci-fi. Like,
Okay.
they came out with a series about the universe and planets and stuff.
Oh, very cool.
You know, so your card is not a player, but hey, you got Venus, and then it has fun facts about Venus on the
Oh,
back.
that's pretty cool, man.
You know, they do parallels and stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm a
It's
bit
pretty
of a
cool.
space geek myself with some of that stuff.
Oh yeah,
Sci-fi
absolutely.
geek too. Star
Yeah.
Trek, Star Wars.
It was cool. I found out that parts of the last what was it? The rocket that just went around the moon.
Oh yeah. I forget the name myself,
Yeah.
man.
Right down here at Stanley Business Park, they are actually linked directly to that. They divided some of it. They developed and produced some of the guidance computers and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right here in Pittsfield, it was on that aircraft, and now they're working on the one to actually land on the moon.
That's cool.
pretty cool.
North Adams was the same. There were some parts that were built there for the Gemini missions
Yeah.
at the old Sprague Electric before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Well, hey, man, I want to thank you for letting us come in and take a look around. We're going to play some games and spend some time, but thanks for talking.
Yeah, if you have any more questions, just, holler on down.
Absolutely. Thanks, Geeks.
After spending some time at Tyler Street Arcade, it's easy to see why it's becoming such a welcome part of the Pittsfield community. Sure, the games are fun and the nostalgia is real, but what really stands out is the atmosphere. This is a place where families can make memories together, where kids can have a safe place to have fun, and where adults can reconnect with a piece of their childhood. Places like this don't just preserve arcade culture, they help build community. And in a world where so much of our entertainment happens online, there's something special about gathering around a game and sharing the experience with the people around you. For Journey from the Basement, I'm Trevor. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time as we continue exploring the people, places, and passions that make geek culture in the Berkshires so unique.
All right, geeks, I'm going to mush together Andy's question with my post-journey question. And what is a high-score gaming experience that you have had from either arcades or home consoles or something of that nature?
Probably most recently, I was able to play a Jurassic Park pinball machine, and I was consistently getting about 3 to 6 million on it. That's about as low as you can get on a machine like that. But there were a couple where I got over 60 million, which I was very happy with because I was able to open up different of the kind of story tracks on it. And there's different ways to play where you capture dinosaurs and you can spell the word chaos, and that lets you open up a different like story mode and do all this stuff. And I got further in it, but the other players around me were getting like triple digit millions. So they were getting like 600 million plus and stuff. So yeah, no, it It's a fun game though. Pinball's, it's like the perfect marriage of art, uh, game, and like mechanics. It's such a neat experience.
See, my high score was also on a pinball machine. I got the number 4 score on a Star Trek: The Next Generation pinball machine. I could not tell you what that score was, and I guarantee you it was because no one had bothered to put that much effort into putting a really
Besides
high
you.
score on that machine.
Yeah.
But I was super proud of it at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't play a lot of, go to a lot of arcades a lot as a kid. We did have, my sisters and I on our Windows 95 computer have like the pinball version of that we like competed to get on the high.
Space Cadet?
The space one, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like I competed with my sisters to get the high score on that, like on the internal on the Windows 95 computer high score.
Nice.
I think I might have once got on the high score at the Berkshire Mall on the Dungeons and Dragons one, but it was like near the bottom and it got quickly wiped out.
You were on the list for a time.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting.
Yeah.
So I wanted to tackle a topic that was inspired by a friend of mine who is actually an author of old school style RPGs, where he wrote an opinion piece about how he does not want the new Masters of the Universe movie to become a franchise. And commented on the fact that, the magic of the MCU and the lightning in a bottle that was the Iron Man film that built out into the logical story ender that was the Infinity War set, along with the many, many sequels of Star Wars. Everything has to be a franchise. Everything has to be a sequel. You've got to milk it as much as possible. What do we need to do as geeks and fans to communicate to the corpos that we want original IP again? Because the magic that made Iron Man work, the magic that made the original Star Wars work, was not by repeating a recipe. It was creating something new and having it hit.
Yeah.
I understand the corporate reason why they don't do it, because sequels feel like a safer choice because it's succeeded before. It's likely to succeed again. But
And yet TV shows that are really, really good, they'll cancel after one season because the ratings weren't high enough, even though it's a very good original idea and it's building momentum.
right.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know what the if I had that solution, I'd probably be a rich person and they created a lot of unique content, or at least I had if I could figure out how to convince them, then yeah, that would be great. But yeah, like, cause it's tough because the sequels do feel like safer options, and a lot of stuff that is getting made is sort of based on even stuff that feels original to most audiences is a lot of times stuff that's based on books, or nowadays a lot of times graphic novels or comic books or something else. It's usually based on something else is what gets the big Hollywood bucks. Maybe the answer is to just, for more independent studios to make more stuff and toot their own horn and try to grow more interest. But it's probably a grassroots movement, uphill battle. But I don't know. But there's a lot of really good stuff that's sort of Firefly was a great show that was network aired stuff out of order and then canceled it before the full season was up, and then there wasn't enough fan movement to sort of get back and get a movie made, get something else made. But is that a sequel? It's what the fans wanted, and it was a way to sort of complete that story better. than how it was sort of left hanging. But I don't know.
I mean, in many ways, Serenity is not what the fans wanted.
Yeah. That's also fair to say.
No. Yeah. I think there has to be multiple things that happen. So the first thing that came to mind was limiting IP access to big studios. So like creators not selling their work, or at least having more of a contract that lets them make sure the stuff that they're allowing the studios to create, so the IPs that they sell them, sticks to, or at least, you know, represents the work that they've created. So limiting the IP would be a good place to start there. And I think another prong to it would be fostering curiosity for new projects. One of the reasons why these repeating the same story, the same IP over and over again works is it's safe. It's a safe way to make money. It's a safe way to do that. One of the reasons it's successful is because people aren't necessarily interested, or they're too scared to watch original IP or original content. Like think of like the biggest successful out there that I can think of are K-pop Demon Hunters. That's an original IP that completely exploded. We're sticking with Netflix here, apparently, in my brain. Stranger Things, that was an original IP that exploded as well. And there are other TV shows that are original IP that did a good job. And they've, you know, at a certain point, do we need K-pop Demon Hunters to be the next Toy Story? I don't think so, because I think after, you know, number 5 is a little too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're totally ready for it, though.
Oh yeah, it's so successful, such a money machine right now. I would not be surprised if they tried to, you know, turn it into a mill at that particular point.
I would say probably the most effective thing that we can do at this point as consumers is sequels are made because the studios think they're safe. We have to make them not safe by putting our money behind things that are risky,
original,
and
pirating all sequels. that was a joke, or was it? And with that dubious period point, we're going to wrap up this episode of Geeks with Issues 20XX. I want to remind you that you can find us online at geekswithissues.net and just about anywhere that you can find online where friendly videos can be found. Just look for Geeks with Issues TV. Until next time, and on behalf of the Geeks with Issues, this has been Andy,
Ogre,
and Tuck, reminding you to geek on, geek out, and geek anywhere. Just clean up after yourselves. We'll see you next time on Geeks with Issues 20XX. Goodbye, everybody.
You gotta blow on it. You gotta blow on it. I used to think anything was possible. I thought that I could be a king or Caesar. But I don't need all of that gold or silver. That's how I know that I'm a true believer. Some people wanna climb the corporate ladder, TBS reports, politics and schemes. Thanks to my chainsaw, my cubicle is firewood. Now I'm living in a basement of dreams.